Half that stuff I look at now, I'm like, oh, that is so dangerous. I have like Karen voice now. Like, that is so dangerous. And no wonder why my parents always didn't like me skateboarding. I never understood it until I watched it right now. I say for our 20th anniversary, we should go back and redo all the parts. Yeah, right. Like that yeah, that long 8 set was huge. Yeah, those were the days, man. You literally just fling yourself down a flight of stairs and just kind of hope for the best. Like I'm not gonna lie, you generally didn't really have a total plan or idea. You kind of like you would say, like, okay, I'm gonna kickflip over this thing, and you would go after it. You'd skate up to it, at least for me, at least twice. Skate up to it and stop, and you would say to yourself, "You're an idiot. Don't try this." And then the third time, you kind of like half try, which is always when you get hurt. You always get hurt doing half tries. Yeah, I did the rail like a lot, maybe I don't remember. It's possible because that rail is super shallow. Like, it's not like the landing isn't harsh at all. It's actually harsher when you fly over the stairs because the rail kind of slows you down in a weird way. Ooh. But like, yeah, there was that one, like the bank was a big one where you basically had to like we had to fly through the gap was basically this huge. It was a ledge with like these giant like bushes in it, and then but you would land and you'd have to either run directly into a building or somehow stop yourself. If you even landed it, that was like the other half of the trick. Like the other half of the trick was literally just landing it. Like landing and not getting completely messed up on the way down. But then okay, I forgot who. Yeah, like we used, yeah, because remember back then we. Yeah, me and Jibo were both doing that. And we both ended up landing, and his always looked better. Because he actually knew how to ollie. I went more for just speed and just tried to roll over everything. Jibo actually knew how to ollie high, so his stuff always looked a little better. What do you guys call it? You always said I had bullet ollies? I would just like fling myself straight over a gap. Yeah, Jibo. Yeah, he was the only one that actually landed anything, and looked like whenever Jibo landed something, it looked like he did it on purpose. Whereas for me, most everything I did was on accident. Again, you have like a half an idea of what you want to do, and then you roll up at least twice, and you're like, this is stupid. Don't do this. And then you like kind of like you sort of fling yourself down whatever you're trying to do once, and then you say, oh, that wasn't that bad, and then you kind of slowly put it together that you're actually trying to. Oh, come on. And then yeah, so you kind of piece it together. You should have given him the last. Yeah, you should have. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Too bad we didn't have camera phones. Well, I mean, a lot of stuff we didn't film anyway. I mean, let's be real. Like it wasn't like we were filming all the time. Like we rarely ever filmed. And that's mostly because Ronnie was the only one that had the camera. I think, and then I think at one point Jibo got a camera, and we started filming a little bit more. But yeah, this was definitely before. You know, basically everybody had a high definition camera in their pocket. So having a camera was huge. Hey, what's up, Bufacha? But yeah, a lot of the, I mean, you always say it, but like, a lot of the best moments weren't caught on film. It was just, yeah, it was just, you know, us, you know, hanging out, listening to the boombox. We'd always have a new mix for the, we'd always have like a new mix CD for the boombox. And when I said like we'd be at that school all day, we'd literally be there all day. We would get there around like 9 or 10 in the morning, skate until like 4 in the afternoon. We would go down to the Carl's Jr. not too far away from there, and we would go back. We were there all day, just flinging ourselves down stuff, trying something, you know, trying to trick for hours, or me for hours. I was always the most inconsistent. It always took me a long time to do something, and then I never want to do it again. But yeah, that was our amazing skate video from 2002, I think. But most of it was filmed way before that. I don't trust it. Well, because we had to film some stuff in 2002 because we lost a lot of footage because Jibo's car got stolen. But most of it, most of it was filmed the year before it was even, because you knew you had to do a project. Beforehand, so you were already planning on doing a skate video. So, yeah, so we had most of the footage done almost a year before, and then just from skating, just from skating, we have other footage later. But most of that stuff was done when we were juniors in high school. That was a long time ago. Oh my gosh, I'm not even close. Well, yeah, like when during like the college, like going to school days, yeah, because because that's when we were doing, and that's when we were hitting a little bigger ledges. I remember, I think it was me and you went to that park in Paris, not Paris like real like this shithole of a city, but it was a bike park, so everything was like big. But we were skating everything like it was just a skate park, but everything was basically made for bikes. so all the ledges and rails and everything were all like super high up. And I think that place had a foam pit too, so you can just kind of fling yourself into. You can like you ride in the shoes half pipe, and you just fling yourself into a foam pit. That was back before every major indoor park had a foam pit. It was like a big deal that this place had the foam. It had the instead of saying instead of having it's got a foam pit, it has the foam pit, like the one. Well, because I remember because I didn't know it was basically a bike park. Cause you see the stuff and you're like, okay, it looks big, but it doesn't look impossible. And then you're actually skating it, and that stuff is like all of it was huge. But rather than leaving, we were like, fuck it, we're already here. Let's just try doing stuff. And you gotta remember too, this was before. It wasn't before cell phones, but it was before what they are now. You know, so like it was like we were. I still look back at things we used to do, and like I wonder how we ever got home. Like I wonder how we ever figured out what we were all doing. I think about that every once in a while too. Like how the hell did we actually coordinate anything as a crew? Like we would make a plan. And literally, we would all just show up, like a half-hour bus ride away from the house. But we would all we would all make it. We would all just be there. And we all lived in completely different areas. Yeah, but we used to get lost, like... It was always after, after everyone was there. Then we would, because that was more about we were exploring more than anything else. It wasn't really, and like all the spots were like, oh, I heard about this spot. It's over here somewhere, I think. And we would just like kind of we'd make our way down like a street, and like I don't know, is this where it is? I don't know. I heard it was around here somewhere. But then that leads to a different adventure where you end up finding a rail or something. And you're like, oh, awesome, this is here. I don't think I was there for that because I think I remember you talking about that. I don't think I was there when that happened. I remember getting lost in in downtown Riverside. It was on that tape. It was the last, like, in the end when I messed up my leg. That was the trip we stumbled across the demo in Riverside. Yeah, I would assume it wouldn't go very well. But that was also, well, because a Black Label they basically had a part that was filmed in the Cabazon, I think, right? Like there were some big ledges that were there. I think people were starting to do. So I think they were probably trying to like get people away from doing it. But yeah, it was just crazy, man. Like, or like, I mean, like this was back when we would actually use payphones and be like, oh, so and so's here and so and so's here. Someone said so and so's coming down. Okay, I'll be there in a little bit. It's all done through a payphone. Yeah, because I think that's how I think I found out you guys met up with Krieger and Mark Johnson, was because I had seen them by my house and I got on the phone and I was like, hey, Ronnie Krieger and Mark Johnson are here with Kenny Anderson. And they said they're gonna go on Riverside. And then like, I saw you guys a couple days later. You're like, oh yeah, they showed up at Sierra Middle School. Oh my god. Yeah, everything was done through. Or again, we would somehow figure out the plan, and it would somehow all come together, and we'd all meet up eventually we'd all meet up. And yeah, no parents. It was just kind of. Yeah, Sierra was very cool. That was the place with the, yeah, they had the roof gap. I remember, I think you and I were going after it because that's when I was dating that girl Elena, and I was kickflipping the roof like across like 2 roofs. For just because she was there, I was like, oh fuck it, we're gonna go for it. If I get hurt, she'll mend the wounds, and if I land it, I'll just look cooler. But the thing that made the roof cap hard was that when you landed on this insulation stuff, so it was really hard to actually roll away because the impact you were landing was pretty hard. Yeah, it was a huge drop. Like the gap wasn't small. Like it was a pretty. I would say it was a good maybe 5 to 6 feet like across. Another thing that made it hard was the rolling. Oh, this is the game.